G'day all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at some theming for Linux Mint 19 Cinnamon. So I'm just going to show you some of the themes that I tend to use sometimes when I'm on Linux Mint. There are some Windows themes as well. The problem we have at the moment is, I believe, which I've experienced, is this one here, window borders. We cannot get any of the themes up for Windows borders, so there is a workaround for that, and we'll go through that. So first of all, what we're going to do is I'll show you how I set up my Windows, my wallpaper to start with. I normally go through this on all my videos. Just in case there's some people who haven't seen this procedure that I normally use. So create new folder and call it .wallpaper. Now Linux Mint Cinnamon makes it very easy to add wallpapers in. So I'm going to use that as a wallpaper, and what I'm going to do there is add a picture in there, just one at the moment, for this video, and it's a Karl-Schneider picture. And copy that into my .wallpaper, paste. Now in Linux Mint Cinnamon, we just right click the desktop and change desktop background. We can click the plus button and search for that. Right click and show hidden files, and we'll search for my .wallpaper. There it is there. Open, and now that anything that I put in that folder will be available under the background selection. So let's select that, and that is a Reflect Linux Mint by Karl-Schneider. He has many different Reflect. He's got Reflect Darker and Dark-Adapta, I think it's called, and for quite many different operating systems. So if you quite like Karl's work, go and visit his website. The link will be in the show notes, and under the link you'll also have all the other operating systems available as well. So now what I've got here is I've got under my downloads, I have themes and icons and some themes. Now we're going to be running through some of these. Now what we do here is, I think I shall hold the shift key, click the first one, click the last one, cut those into home and dot themes, and in Linux Mint Cinnamon they're already available, dot themes and dot icons. Dot icons is there, so these ones are themes, so we'll paste them in there, and we shall highlight them all and right click and extract here. So we'll just make sure that there's no subfolders. This one has subfolders, as you can see, so we've got to extract all these ones as well to get these ones. So click the first one, hold the shift key, click the last one, right click and extract here. So now we've got the Saturglass. So we go from that first one, same again, hit the shift key to the last one, cut those and move them into themes, paste there. Okay. Starlight pack, oh yes, because we did extract them all, didn't we? So the Starlight pack, what's under there? So same again, that we need to extract those as well. So that's extract here. And then same deal, click on the shift key and cut them into themes, paste. Okay. And then we've got this Windows 10 Dark Master. Let's have a look at this one. So this one is the Windows 10 ones as well. So let's cut those into themes, paste. This Windows 10 one here is already available. It's a Metacity. Now Metacity is used for this theme here. So if you've got a Metacity on its own, it's only for this one. It doesn't have any of these other features within it. And this one here, Windows 10 Dark Master, will, because as you can see, it's got GNOME Shell, Metacity, GTK2, 3, and so forth. So that has all of them, and also has a wallpaper for Windows wallpaper. So if I was to copy that into my .wallpaper, it would be available in that folder. Okay, so that's all of our themes extracted. So let's have a look and see what we have available in the system settings. Now, as you can see, what I was talking about, there's a Metacity in there, but it's not showing up in here. So let's see what we have available in here, if any of those are showing up in here. So there's nothing really of any of those in. Oh, that's icons. Of course they won't be in there. Okay, so Windows 10 Dark is there, fair enough, and Windows 10 Dark is here as well. Okay, so there's Windows 10 Dark, and there's all the other ones, the Starlight ones and that as well. Now this is where it gets interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the software manager, and we are going to search for DecompEditor, and we're going to install DecompEditor. Install that, put a password. Okay, so that's installed. So what we're going to do now is we can launch from here, or we can hit the Windows key and just type dconf, hit enter. I'll be careful. Thanks for using DecompEditor for editing your settings. Don't forget that some options may break applications, so be careful. So that's fair enough. So what we need to do is we need to navigate to org, cinnamon. Only takes one click to open. Desktop, WM for Window Manager, Preferences, and what we're looking for is we're looking for theme, which is there. So the theme here is Mint Y. That's the default theme. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our home folder, we're going to go back to themes, and we're going to have a look at what we've installed. So we've got Saturglass, we've got these grey and dark reds and all that. They are Windows themes, and it's a bit of a shame that they don't show up because you really can't get an idea of what it's about. So what I'm going to do is the Windows 10 one. So all you need to do is toggle this one off, and the change will be applied on such requests or if you quit this view. So we're going to type exactly how it is here. If it's got a space, then just leave a space. If it doesn't, then type it exactly how it is. So this one here will be with capitals included. If it's got capitals, Windows -10 -dark -master. So sometimes it might pay to actually rename it, so it's a little bit easier to type. And what we're going to do is click that, and as you can see, the theme has changed. So now we've got the Windows 10 Dark Master there. So if we was to try another one, I might try the Saturglass Blue. So let's do that. The other thing we could probably do is actually go to rename, copy and paste. That would be the easiest way. And tick. Now you can see that's Saturglass blue. I think the blue was probably the best one. We've got green, so that's rename and copy and paste. And that's a slight variant to green instead of blue. It's got a red bit there, so as you can see, that's how that works. Now what other Saturglass we got? That's probably now Saturglass is it's a few variants, but I think I like the blue one the best. So it's probably best to, if you know which ones you like, just extract the one that you like, and that saves having all these sitting in there, just taking up space. It's not much space anyway, but that's just a user choice, a personal choice really. So these ones here are the other Windows colors, I believe. So let's go for the blue. So let's rename, paste that and tick. Now that didn't change, did it? Paste. Oh, I don't know if I copied that actually. I do some silly things when I'm talking. So there's a Windows blue. You've also got a dark red, a flat blue. Let's have a look what that one's all about. Copy and paste. That's a flat blue, okay. Bit of a weird looking blue, that one, I must say. And then we've got the Starlight. So the Starlight can be quite nice too, actually. So let's try that one. So that's the Starlight. That one there gets a little bit weird on you. I think that's the way it's actually supposed to look. So let's go for Starlight blue. So that's a Starlight blue, and that's not bad, that one. Starlight blue, Starlight green, Starlight violet. So that's the Starlight violet. Then it's got a nice shade to it as well. I just don't know what that Starlight's all about. That's a really, it looks, copy and paste that. Let's go for the straight Starlight again. It looks okay there until you grab it, and then it looks a bit weird. I think that must be just the main one that supports the others, I think. Let's just try the green, and then we'll move on from this. Copy that, and I think you get the idea on how the DecompEditor works in this case. So that's the green there. So what I'm going to do, I've got another Windows 10 one here as well, and I've got this. Oh yeah, that one was all the blue, cyan, and dark orange, and all that. So, and I've got a Windows 10. So let's just quickly try that one. Copy and paste. So that's the white Windows 10, but I prefer the dark. Okay, so I like the dark Windows 10 there, looks quite nice. The DecompEditor hasn't changed, maybe that's built in somehow not to change. So, okay. So that's your workaround for your Windows borders. And then we've got, we can go for a dark theme there. There's also an add weighter dark there. I must have already had that in there, I think. I don't remember putting it in there. Windows 10 dark. Let's just have a look at the Windows borders here. Yeah, that's a bit too dark, I think. Maybe the mint. Where was I? I was on here. So mint Y dark. Probably doesn't look too bad. But I think the best one to go with a lighter colour. Let's see, maybe the mint X. Doesn't look too bad with the black window border there. I think the mint X looks okay. Don't think there's any others. Maybe the Windows 10 light colour. You could probably do that. Might look nice too. What have we got at the moment? What are we set on? Mint X, maybe Mint Y. Mint Y is probably a better looking one for that actually. It's not bad. So let's just try that one for now, and you can also try the Windows 10. And the Windows 10 actually comes up alright on Cinnamon. The only tweak you need to make is right click the menu and configure that. And you need to move this text over, and also sometimes on these, actually sorry, if we use a custom icon, it's not there. Some Windows 10 themes actually have the built-in icon there. And the other thing you probably need to do is add a spacer into that. If you was to go with this theme, spacer, add that, go to panel edit mode and grab that spacer. You know you've got a hold of it if things move. There you go, spacer there, and then we can just space that out a little bit with a gap between those two there. That looks pretty good. Turn off panel edit mode, and no problem at all. Okay, now the other thing we're going to do is we're going to download themes and icons. Now I've got a few icons here, so let's just try these. I think those papyruses are both the same. I'm not 100% sure. Let's just have a quick look at those. That's got a full featured pack there. So was that one, so they're the same. Okay, so we'll just go for these three, copy those into icons and paste. Oh yeah, I should have extracted those while they were all highlighted. Icons take a little bit longer. They can be quite a few in there. Yes, the Papyrus has quite a few icon sets in there, so that can take a little while to extract. We might be able to just, I'm just going to push that menu out a little bit more and do that spacer. Let's have a look. Looking for spacer. Hit the gear icon. Just space that out a bit more. That looks pretty good. That's good, yep. And now let's have a look at the Papyrus. We need to bring these out from there into themes, into icons, sorry, cut that into icons. And the DamaDamas, that's fine. And this one here, that's fine as well. Okay, so let's have a look at our themes. We'll need to close that and open it back up for that to populate. Themes is not responding. Let's just quit that. Okay, so let's go back to themes. And now we've got a few themes to choose from. So we've got this DamaDamas icon theme set here and the new mod. I don't know what the difference is between those two, but that can be quite a nice icon set. Home folder, that's just unshow hidden files. So you got that one there, and I don't know if there's any difference between that and the other one. Let's have a look. Probably not a huge amount of difference. So if we run through all applications to see whether it covers most of the installed apps, looking good so far. That doesn't look too bad, so no problem there. The other one we got is, of course, my favorite is Papyrus. That's my favorite. And we can run through all applications and see whether everything is supported there as well. And that all looks pretty good as well. So I think they were the only two. Now we have a few different Papiruses there. Papyrus Adapta, Papyrus Lite if you're running a light theme. But that all looks pretty good, including your Mint X and Mint Y icons as well. But I quite like those ones. Papyrus was my favorite. But if you want to, if you're looking for a, let's just change that one there. Oh, there is a difference. Yep. That one's got a, oh yeah, that's a high. Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's sort of sitting the other way, that one. So that's like a landscape, that's like a portrait type deal, if that's the way you want to look at it. So I see the difference. Probably that one's probably better. So if you're looking for a Windows 10 type folder structure, this one is not too bad. Just want to see whether they change in here, but it doesn't look like it. That stays the same, and let's have a look at the Papyrus. And slightly different, but not too bad. And then there's an ePapyrus, which is the elementary. Was there an ePapyrus? Maybe there's not. I thought I'd seen an e. Oh, there it is. So that's that one there. Papyrus Adapta. Just difference in color folders really. So you don't get no color ones here. That stays pretty much black and white on the side there. So I'm gonna change to Papyrus. So that'll be my icon set. And that's pretty much me done. So let's have a quick look at the themes again up here. And if you click on the window borders, you'll see that you've only still got the choices of these, and that must be changed in the DecompEditor. So I'll leave the navigation path for the DecompEditor in the show notes, so you can, if you can't remember, you can just look at the show notes and you can copy and paste it to a text file or something so you can remember where it goes. So the story behind this one here is that the developers of the window Metacity borders, I believe, or the window borders, they haven't caught up to the latest Cinnamon, which I think is 3.8, whatever this is running. Let's have a look at info. There should be info, system info. There we go. So we're on 3.8.8. So I believe the developers haven't caught up to that yet. I think that's how it works. Somebody will know, and I hope somebody can comment so we can get an idea. I believe that's what it is, and because of that, I believe Linux Mint locked out those borders to be used because just in case it's probably going to break something, more than likely, or something. It'll be something along those lines. Not 100% sure, but I think that's roughly the story. So if anybody knows, please comment so we can all sort of know the reason behind it. I've seen a couple of comments on some forums and stuff, and even on the icon site. So yeah, I think that's the reason why. I shall go to here, which I haven't done yet. We'll update the cache on this one. Now, I'm not sure where Cinnamon installs these themes, whether it's in the user share or whether it's in the home. I'm not sure. We could probably try one. So there's a Windows 10 Lite theme. So let's try the Windows 10 Lite theme. Let's install that and see where that goes. You can see the progress bar in there as well, which is pretty handy. So that's done. So we need to find out whether that's in the home folder. So we go to .themes. That's what happens when you've got a lot of themes. Windows 10 and Windows 10. So there's two of them now. That's got Metacity and that's got the other one. So now it's there. So they place theirs in the home folder, which is handy. If we go back to the theme settings again, then you'll probably find that you have a Windows 10 there, but you should have a Windows 10 in controls for the light Windows 10 theme. And there we have it. So I think the Mint Y probably looks better. It's got a little bit more shade in it. Yeah. Looks a bit more Windows 7-ish, I think, Mint Y. So that's that. So that's how you can, if you want to change the border. Now I'm assuming that the border, we got the white one anyway, so that's okay. So same deal, if you go to your, and that's why I say try not to copy too many themes across if you don't want them all, because it's a bit of a nightmare to find where they've installed it. So if you install, let's just try another one and see what else they've got. It's in here. Try something different. Railway. Let's try Railway. Something different. So we go to, we've got a couple of themes open, haven't we? .themes. And there's your Railway. So let's go to dconf. And let's see what, I didn't type that very well, did I? And we should still be in the same place. Yes, we are. So we're going to go for Railway. And that hasn't really changed. So maybe that doesn't have a Metacity in it. So if it doesn't change, more than likely it does not have a Metacity inside of it, which it doesn't. So that's the reason why that hasn't changed. So we'll go back to Windows 10 Dark Master. Oh, don't know what happened there. Okay. I'm not sure actually if any of these come with Metacity anyway. I think they mainly come with these ones here. So you'll have a Railway there. So there you go. So there's your Railway. Bit of a blue. I prefer that one. I like the dark theme. Looks nice. So that is my theming of Linux Mint 19. Cinnamon. And if you've got any themes that you want to share with us, please do so. And I will leave all of those links in the show notes, and you can check them out if you like them. So I hope you liked my themes and enjoyed the theming video, and thank you for watching.